What is up, farming family? How y'all doing today? Today, we're checking out the ProDrive Carbon. I'm going to be going over a lot of stuff with this paddle. Stay till the end. I have a lot of things I want to talk about. This is a very unique paddle for me. My brother felt the same way. He felt like when he was recording, he was just going to be saying, same, I agree, same, I agree. So we felt in this one it'd be better if I just straight up gave my opinion, since he is basically doubling down on what I say, because we felt the same exact way with this paddle. When it came to this paddle on the website, it didn't say that it was a unibody design and that it was thermoformed. But when I took the handle apart, it showed that it is a unibody design and it is thermoformed. I don't know about foamed edges because they didn't say anything about it, and I obviously didn't cut it apart to see. The core of this paddle is polypropylene honeycomb core and Kevlar honeycomb, which is completely different than just the pure polypropylene honeycomb core that most companies are using. I'll get into how that felt later on. The weight is 8.8 ounces plus 0.25 ounces or negative 0.25 ounces. So a quarter of an ounce, either way, positive or negative. That is heavy, super heavy right out of the box. The length, 16.4 inches. The width, 7.6 inches. The thickness is 19 millimeters. The surface is Toray T700 raw carbon fiber. The handle length is 5.3 inches. And the grip length is 4.18 inch. When it comes to the power of the ProDrive Carbon, it has a ridiculously amount of power. It's super head heavy, like to the point that your wrist is going to be hurting. My wrist was sore after like the second or third game. And I put lead tape on all my other paddles and weigh them down. But this one automatically just came out of the box like ridiculously heavy. And when you swung it and hit the ball with enough force, you could tell the Kevlar core would just launch it. Like the ball would, I hit a lot of out balls. Just gonna be blunt about it. I hit way more out balls than I have with any of these other paddles that I've been using. And I don't know if the Kevlar is to blame, but it was a little rough in terms of power. It is definitely really powerful. And it's not that it's like crazy light years like above EVA or above the thermoform paddles. What I had problems with was sometimes when I would do the drives, it would feel like I was hitting with a raw carbon fiber paddle with a regular poly, core. But then other times it would just launch off of it like I was using a straight up Kevlar paddle. And I felt like it was a little inconsistent for me, and I did not like that at all. In terms of control, this is the part that got me the most. Like when I was dinking and stuff, sometimes it would feel really soft and like raw carbon fiber is supposed to. But then other times I would try to dink it and the paddle would sound differently and the ball would just launch off of it. I played with several different teammates when I was using this paddle. They kept saying the same thing. Man, it doesn't sound the same every time you hit it. It's putting off a weird sound. And I definitely agreed. When I was dinking, I would notice that it would sound different in between hits. Even if I would add a little bit more, speed up to it or slightly more pace to my topspin dink, it would launch it. Versus with the thermoformed paddles like the Legacy, the Vatic, 6-0, and the Rhombus, when I was doing a dink, it felt pretty consistent. I wasn't having to guess whether it was going to launch or whether it was going to come up short. In terms of spin, this paddle has a lot of spin. The ball dust was collecting like crazy on it. I'm not sure what the numbers would be, but it is a thermoformed paddle. I don't know about foamed edge. They don't have it on their website. They didn't even have thermoformed on their website. I actually had to look at the paddle and figure it out myself. But overall, it's got really good spin. I didn't see it dipping as much as like the Rhombus R3 Pulsar or anything like that, but it is definitely higher than a Generation 1 raw carbon fiber paddles. Maneuverability. Whew. You might as well just pick up a concrete, center block and start swinging that bad boy around, because that is what this is. This is a straight up brick. Out of every paddle I've used, I feel like I could take two of almost any paddle, like bread and butter fills, and put them together, and it would not feel as heavy and as head heavy as the ProDrive Carbon did. It was ridiculous. I hated it. My brother hated it. The people I let hold the paddle sort of, swung it around and was like, nope, can't do this. So for most people, this is going to be out of the question. It's just ridiculously heavy out of the box, especially if you're wanting to customize it and put lead tape on it. In terms of durability, this is a unibody design paddle. I don't know if it has foam running from the head down to the handle. That also increases its durability in terms of snapping. But if you have thermoformed and you have the piece of raw carbon fiber going all the way from the face to the head or to the handle, I feel like it's going to be pretty sturdy and you're not going to have any problems with it breaking at all. In terms of customization, I put an overgrip on this. No lead tape. I definitely put no lead tape on this. If I'd put lead tape on this, my wrist would have been killing me the first game. It was already heavy enough. I was not adding anything else to that. When it comes to the price of this paddle, it is a whopping $200. There's several things I don't like about it. I feel like it's inconsistent whenever you're like right at the edge of the soft game, like when you're going to do like a really fast-paced push dink. I feel like it's very inconsistent. It's head heavy. And it just has the same technology that some of the other paddles have, for $30, $40 or even cheaper. So there's no way I can recommend this to people. I used to have a code with them, but they're redoing their ambassador program, so you got to reapply. So I don't have one of those right now. My apologies. But I really don't recommend this, especially to like 99% of the people who have wrists similar to mine. Yeah, this has been my review of the ProDrive Carbon. There are a lot better options out there, or at least for me and probably for 90% of you all. If you have the ProDrive Carbon, comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. It may be, your favorite paddle, but personally, I'll stay away from this. I will not ever use this paddle ever again. But until next time, stay safe. Have a good day. Drink plenty of water. Peace, y'all.